floor dance is actually like? I feel like my eardrums are going to burst.
Well, how could they expect to attract people to come and watch if they didn't make a huge spectacle? March, you haven't forgotten what you came to do, have you?
Who am I? Where am I? What am I doing here?
Look around you. Do you remember anything?
Memories of falling from the sky into Tychean Stadium have come flooding back to me. We came to compete, didn't we?
Great. You've finally gotten your memory back. And I can put down old metal. As the saying goes, the disciple takes the toil of their master. Remember, you are here under the identity of a Lawfu swordmaster, taking the place of your no-good master Yenqing as the ringmaster.
But what am I supposed to do if my opponent for this round is super talented and just wipes the floor with me in seconds? I'm still a beginner in swordplay. I don't know where I got the confidence when I agreed to help General Huaiyan.
Come on, there's no need to worry about that. If you are defeated, then your opponent shall have to answer to me. Although, if that happens, the honor and the glory of the Xianzhou Lawfu shall all be taken by the Juming.
Master Yoon Lee, please, I'm about to compete. Can you say something that will give me a little confidence?
March, think about the great storms that you, nameless of the Express, have weathered along your many journeys. There's no doubt that you have faced far more terrifying enemies than your opponents here today, right? Don't you feel a lot more relaxed looking at it that way?
I've trained hard in the art of swordplay over these few days. It's time for me to get in the ring and prove myself. Let's go! Master Yoon Lee, I don't think I'm completely ready.
March, there is no such thing as completely ready.
Hello. Is there anything I can help you with?
Hello. I have some questions I'd like to ask you.
You have questions?
May I ask, are you an invited contestant, or are you a spectator? Then may your blade be sharp and your victory glorious. Then please, continue along this passageway. You will come to a security checkpoint, and the staff there will guide you to the contestants' hall.
So this is the Sky Splitter? It looked quite impressive from the ground where I was on duty, but now that I'm on board, it just doesn't seem as big as I imagined.
Oh, and how big did you imagine this impressive Sky Splitter to be? This big? This big, maybe?
Let me think. I'd expect at least a 4-hour journey by star skiff to the spectator seating from here. Otherwise, it's simply not impressive enough. The bigger, the better. If you ask me, the Sky Splitter is nowhere near big enough, and there are nowhere near enough cannons.
This warship used to have loads of cannons.
Either way, I thought that the Sky Splitter would be absolutely huge, so it's not quite how I imagined it.
Are we going or not?
Seriously, the Sky Splitter is nowhere near impressive enough.
Please, continue along this passageway. You will come to a security checkpoint, and the staff there will guide you to the contestants' hall.
You see these glasses I have on? These rating glasses are a special souvenir I picked up from the Blue. If I just look at a contestant through them, they can give a combat power rating.
Take a look at me then. What is my combat power rating?
At 5.
Impossible! Take a closer look. Is it scored out of 5 or something?
Poor little March, being bullied by a mechanical scoring system. Don't pay them any mind. Let's go.
You see these glasses I have on? These rating glasses are a special souvenir I picked up from the Blue. If I just...
No. Don't look at me. If you see some embarrassingly low score, then I don't want to hear it. Peach blossoms and divine sword descend.
Miss Yunli, Miss March, this way, please. I was informed of your arrival by Madame Yukong and came to greet you personally. The news that you will be the ringmaster in place of Lieutenant Yan Qing has been made public, Miss March. Just now, as I passed the contestants' hall, I overheard them all discussing this news. The most common question I heard was, who is March 7th? If they ask you this, how will you introduce yourself? Do you have something prepared?
March 7th, a young beauty from the Astral Express.
All right. When people ask you, you might as well tell them this loud and clear.
I see you are both quite relaxed. Impressive, given the imminent danger you face. Miss Yunli's contestant information was registered for the war dance a long time ago. However, as a last-minute entry, the Skyfaring Commission has taken care of the necessary procedures for you, Miss March 7th. Please, follow this path. The contestant hall is just up ahead.
Thank you, Miss Shikwe.
Come, let's take a look around the contestant hall.
Shing!
So, this is the contestant hall.
Wow, there are so many people.
March, before the war dance begins, allow me to give you one more lesson. My grandfather always told me that a weapon mimics its master. That means that a person's weapon will reflect their habits and personality. You've seen me wield old metal before, haven't you? Tell me, what did you observe from that?
Master Yunli's weapon looks so thick and heavy. I don't think you have very good taste.
I asked you to make predictions about your opponent's combat style. No one asked you to criticize my dear old metal. Observing the weapon that your opponent uses, assessing what kind of battle skills they excel at, and where their weaknesses lie, is the key to victory in battle. A shockingly heavy sword like mine, for example, is obviously not suited for a long, drawn-out battle. So, it would be best to find a way to drag the battle out.
Why would you tell me your weakness?
That's the only way to ensure that we have a fair fight, don't you think? I don't want to see you go and lose to someone else, after all. Now is a perfect opportunity to learn how to evaluate your opponents. Let's use the people here in the contestants hall to practice. If you know yourself and know your enemy, you will not lose in 100 battles.
Know myself and know the enemy. Let's see, who should I ask first?
There's no need to rush to the ring just yet. Let's get to know your opponents around here first.
I heard that a swordmaster from the Shenzhou Druming is going to challenge Lieutenant Yan Qing at this war dance. Who do you think will win in the fight? Can you give me your analysis?
Lieutenant Yan Qing, obviously. His swordsmanship is on a whole other level. I was fortunate enough to see him in person using his flying swords to capture a criminal in Starskip Haven. I reckon just a few swift strikes and...
Goodness! Isn't that the Xianzhou Juming's contestant, Miss Yoon Lee?
Just a few swift strikes, and the Juming Swordmaster will have him on his knees.
Was there something you wanted to ask me? If I had to think of a weakness, well, whenever I open my mouth, I make things awkward. Does that count as a weakness? Oh, I understand what's going on, Miss March 7th and Miss Yoon Lee. I'm actually not a contestant. I'm just here as a security guard. Nothing out of the ordinary. I guess you could say it's all fair winds and calm wolves. Another awkward pause. I knew it. Did you get it? Wolves sounds like waves. It's a funny pun.
He's actually explaining his joke.
Making things awkward really is my weakness.
There are still many guests arriving here. Please be cautious.
Understood. Yeah, I am not a contestant, Miss March. Please find someone else to talk to.
Taste the ocean, the philosophy into most efficient society.
Ugh. I am not used to wearing clothes like this at all. Oh! You're March 7th! The stand-in for Lieutenant Yan Qing, correct?
That's right. And you are?
As you can see, I am the journalist entrusted with interviewing contestants on site.
I see the Skyfaring Commission has really gone all out as the host. Interesting.
That's right. A big event like this just can't go ahead without a few of us running around. Since the competition is getting started, could I ask you some questions that are on my mind? Know yourself and know your enemy, right? If you accept my interview, you'll learn all about yourself. First, the question that is on everyone's minds. Lieutenant Yanqing is not appearing in today's war dance. This is just gossip from unreliable sources, but I hear that Lieutenant Yanqing is seriously injured. Is this true? Then what is the real reason? You're kidding. That's a huge scoop! Once the war dance begins, you will be challenged by master swordsmen from many different worlds, Miss March 7th. Are there any that you're looking forward to facing in particular? May I ask who that might be? Who? Oh, are you talking about a contestant here today? Thank you very much for accepting my interview. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for accepting my interview. Much appreciated.
The Thalassa way in Sumo.
I came here because I wanted to meet the great Lieutenant Yanqing I've heard so much about, and finally cross blades with him myself. Who would have imagined that he would take a disciple and have her be the ringmaster in his place? This is no more than running away from a fight, and is a great dishonor to the Yao Qing. This last-minute replacement, March 7th. Who exactly is she?
If I'd known I could use multiple weapons at once, I'd have brought my bow.
Hello, miss. Are you here to take part in the Ringmaster's Challenge too?
That's right. I'm the March 7th that everyone's been talking about.
What? You're March 7th?
Don't worry. I'm a newbie swordmaster who's only been practicing the art of swordplay for half a month.
March 7th. Standing before you is a seasoned Cloud Knight who has practiced swordsmanship for over 200 years.
Tricking the opponent into underestimating me is a valid tactic too, right?
The first round of the war dance is about to begin. Are you feeling okay, March?
Me? I'm fine. As soon as I saw all these people gathered here, I suddenly felt weirdly relaxed. Looking at these contestants, I suddenly feel a lot calmer for some reason. I understand why you wanted me to know myself and know my enemy. I don't feel as nervous as I did before.
So, do you want to go out and see the ring? Very well. Go and get your intel.
Taste the ocean. The Thalassa way in Sumo Fishing Society.
She's just a little girl that has only just started training. Why was she chosen as a contestant?
You're even asking dating?
It's saying, I am not a contestant. Got it.
Well, looks like she's done with her questions. That's enough knowing the enemy for now. Come on, I want to see what the ring looks like. That's enough knowing the enemy for now. Come on, I want to see what the ring looks like.
Taste the ocean. Other miles away.
Grab some sweet cream soda. A sweetness that's bound to last.
If we walk through here, we'll be able to see the War Dance's official venue.
Shing! Wow, so this is what it's like from the spectator seats?
Look over there. That's the ring we'll be standing on.
Master Yoon Lee? I'm getting nervous again. Can I really do this?
Well, it's too late for nerves now. It's almost time.
Almost time for what? As soon as I think about the mission General Hyen gave me, my heart starts racing like crazy. What do I do, Master Yoon Lee?
It's when it stops beating that we need to worry. Just take in the atmosphere and prepare yourself. I have to leave for a moment and do some inspections around the ship. This was also part of Grandpa's orders.
I wonder how Master Yen Ching is doing over there.
Hey, focus.